too much hat. All right. Well, I started recording a little bit ago, so we're good.
Well, I mean, we're not putting this anywhere, are we? So why do you really need to record? I guess it doesn't matter. Whatever.
Well, we'll put it on our YouTube and shit.
Exactly.
Some simple background music. That's up to Fats. I don't know what. Like Kenny G.
I don't know what. I don't know. Maybe not. Your guys' vote.
You have like a really quiet Kenny G in the background.
Or some classical piano or something.
Kenny G. I'm down with Kenny G.
All right, the vote is in.
Steve, you get some black points.
Dude, I had a
Kenny G. Greatest hits of Kenny G. Best songs of Kenny G. We're gonna play a 2-hour and 40-minute video. I really hope we don't podcast through this entire song.
It's a 2-hour mix, so.
Jesus Christ, this guy and his.
You gotta make sure that it's quiet enough, though.
Let me know volumes.
Kenny G in the due tone.
No, we already got Kenny G. He's looking at me. He's creeping me out a little bit.
I can't look at or hear the volumes. Maddie B.
Oh, Jason, you should look at the chat you're in and go to the go to channel.
Do what? Who now?
What?
I see you're in the Colonel Fats's chat.
No, I'm in Irrelevant Gamers.
Oh, okay.
I was in Colonel Fats, then I'm like, nobody's here. That's
Fuck
right.
this shit. This channel sucks. All right, I'm good. Steve, ready? Kick it off.
Turn it down a wee bit.
Turn it down a wee bit. There we go. I think we're
It
good.
needs to be background music, like actual background music. Are you good?
I think so. I don't know.
All right, guys, we're gonna kick this off. So, I don't know. We're not really recording for anything.
Do you like countdown?
3, 2, 1. Hello, gamers. Welcome to Irrelevant Gamers Discuss, a weekly show where the Irrelevant crew gives their thoughts on what's going on in the gaming world, gaming news. It is October 10th, 2016. My name is CrossJointTV, or just Steve. Works for me just fine. With me, I have the dynamic duo, Ebony and Ivory, Colonel Fat 69.
What's up? I guess. am I Ebony or am I Ivory? I feel like I should be Ebony in this scenario.
Ivory and Ebony.
That's the better armor.
So we got Ivory, Colonel Fats.
God damn it! Whatever.
You made us sound like some interracial lovers.
Yeah,
what's going on, everyone?
Pretty much what's going on here.
Oh my lord!
So we got Sashassin.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and claim Ebony. Sorry, there's guys.
Yeah.
Fine.
But yeah, I got that one. Yep.
I just knew it was like one of the top tier armor classes in Skyrim, so I thought it was better than Ivory. So I'm like, I'm that one. Fuck you. I wasn't thinking about this in a racial way, Jason.
Maybe if one of our crew had a webcam, we wouldn't have to deal with these issues. You know.
I suppose.
You can compare
right,
the paleness.
We're gonna kick it off here. We're gonna start with some. What are we up to? Hit into some news. We have a delicious Sash's Indie Corner tonight, along with the let's discuss topic of downloadable content, DLC, what we think, what we feel, anything we really want to talk about from that. And then we'll end it off with the Dollar Store Minute from Colonel Fats. He will stream that game after the podcast, so you guys will be able to check that out.
Ooh, it's gonna be fun.
Let's start it off. So, Jason, what have you been up to, man? I haven't heard from you in a while.
Yeah, I've been putting time into my Anarchy Arcade. If anybody wants to check that out, just download that game on Steam.
I checked it out. It's pretty legit. Just have to say that. It's pretty sweet.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a really fun place just to kick it. I've had a lot of people come in and really take advantage of it. I've hosted that arcade for over 100 people at this point. People are digging it. So that's been a lot of fun, just running my own arcade. Getting back into Grand Theft Auto 5 a little bit again, because they pushed forth a new update that has a bunch of bikers in it and lets you like own your own motorcycle gang and then just raid other motorcycle gangs, headquarters and shit, and it's a lot of fun. And it's a good way to get money without having to do a mission or heists, because man, the people that play that game still are just so dumb, and the chances of you losing the heist is like 80% every time, unless you're playing with 4 people that you actually know. So it's a fun alternative to make money in GTA 5 online, until of course a hacker comes in and just spawns UFOs everywhere.
Oh wow. Like,
yeah.
I bet the hacks in that game are intense right now, like over the top. Like, PC's probably infested.
That's why I'm honestly not buying another Rockstar game on PC, is because they didn't take the appropriate measures needed to safeguard their product. They let everybody buy their $60 game, and then you try to actually play it online, and it's just hackers all over doing
I got a
nothing
shit ton of
but
money.
naughty shit.
You just dropped me like 20 mil, honestly. You just dropped it on me.
I was gonna say, like, your character was stacked compared to mine when we were doing shit. He's like, dude, I got this, like, plane, I got a sweet-ass car. Like, dude, I got this, like, van. Does some driving. It sucked. I hated that shit.
So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to in the world of gaming. It's actually my birthday in like 4 hours, 3 hours. Yeah.
Oh shit!
So
it's your birthday?
24-hour stream from Jason.
Happy motherfucking birthday! Actually, you know, I'm so bad with birthdays. Let me put that in my calendar.
Yeah, no worries, man. I don't give a fuck about it. Like, birthdays are really only important to you and your mom, because she birthed you. She will never forget that day, and you will never forget that day. Everybody else, they don't really give a fuck. People just have Facebook remind them nowadays, happy birthday. Yeah, they don't really care. But yeah, I do appreciate that though. And thank you there, Sparkles. I see you there.
Cool hat.
But yeah, so I'm just gonna be chilling all day tomorrow. Nothing too big planned. Actually gonna be kicking it with Skeezy out in the woods on Saturday night.
Oh God, dude, good luck.
Thank you. Yeah, you're gonna be hanging out in the cabin. So yeah, gonna be having a good time.
Good shit, man.
Nice.
Fats, you been up to anything besides cheeseburgers?
Cheeseburgers. Honestly, I haven't had a cheeseburger in ages. But to be honest, basically Rocket League. Drawful's been really fun as of late, although the trolls are getting a little over the top lately. It's been a little ridiculous, but you know, it's been fun. We actually got like 5 followers yesterday just playing Drawful out of or Quiplash. Yeah, Quiplash out of nowhere. So it's just been a lot of fun. But you know, I've basically been playing the same shit. I've only got 3 rings left in Dark Souls 3. I'm in New Game Plus, and there are 3 more +2 rings to get. And then I got every single achievement in that game. And then we're gonna kick the shit out of the DLC's achievements, and it's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna be the best soul. That's what they're gonna call it.
The best soul?
The best
100% soul?
100% soul. Yeah, I'm that nerdy. Steve, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, you know what? I've been streaming, man. I finally figured out my OBS has been crashing every time I try to stream, so I switched it up to XSplit. It's been working pretty well for me so far. I do get FPS issues now. I don't play at 1080p, and my processor kind of hates me for that. So I don't know. I kind of have to make a decision here on what I want to do, but we'll get to that later.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's hard for me to play at 1440 and stream at a high quality with XSplit.
No, I get that. Okay, so yeah, you were trying to play at 1440. I thought you were trying to play at 1080.
60 frames a second. And
yeah, no, I got you. XSplit does indeed take a little bit more of a toll. Have you tried setting whether it's streaming off the GPU or the CPU?
I have actually. I have tried that and it made no difference for some reason. So I don't know. I'm gonna continue to mess with it. I've only been a few days, so we're gonna keep going. But I've been enjoying the streams. Actually, I've had 2 of my streams last abnormally long. One time we streamed till probably 5 in the morning, playing. Me and VP were playing Mario Party and Rocket League, and I don't know, it was great. Last night,
which Mario Party? No, because
Mario Party 5 for the GameCube emulator.
That's a good one. Man, I got that. Let me know next time you're playing some Mario Party 5.
Yeah, I was gonna play it today, but I ended up having to make show notes, so
Yeah.
Fuck that.
You know, we have this show we're trying to do
treading
here,
at
you know.
water. We're just bypassing it slightly.
Yeah, and then you know, games playing Stardew again, still Dark Souls 3.
Yeah.
You know, just the usual. It's been fun though, man. I've been liking getting back into Stardew. I got a job now, so I'm gonna start that sometime next week or two. I'm gonna be 8 to 5 in it, so no more 4 in the morning streams. Last night I had a full screen camera of my face from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. and I had people stay and we just talked about just the stupidest shit ever. But it's so fun, man. I love
the
our
greatest
viewers.
stream ever.
Our
What
viewers
you
are
told
awesome.
me like didn't you tell me like when they were joining your stream late they were like what the where did I just end up?
Well, we had some random people join and some of our viewers were questioning why the hell they would actually pick my stream at 3 in the morning.
What am I doing with my
but
life?
No, it's fun. We have some really cool people that hang out with us, so it's been fun, you know. But let's continue on, guys. We have news. We have a lot of news actually, and the biggest news so far this week, guys, the NX is revealed, and it's not the NX, which I wish it was because
fake name.
That's way better name than the Nintendo Switch.
Switch it up.
Yeah, switch it.
We got the Nintendo Switch hitter, and it's a tablet pretty much. You know, I don't want to say that it's, you know, not a tablet because it's a tablet with a docking station. In my eyes, that's kind of what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you kind of plug it into your docking station at home and it goes to your TV. It has a lot of controller functionality, guys. It's a normal controller. Holy shit. We are so innovative from Nintendo that we went backwards to a normal controller, and that is innovative, you know?
That's honestly the best thing.
But with this controller now, you can just slide off the sides, attach it to the tablet portion of the Switch, and you know, just pick it up, take it out. It doesn't seem, you know, they don't explain. It's just a teaser trailer. They don't explain if you need a Wi-Fi connection to hit that docking station at home. I'm not sure where the processing power lies, but we're gonna find out that stuff eventually, I'm sure. Questions remain. You know, are we gonna be 1080p? Are we gonna be 30, 60 frames? Battery life on the tablet? But, I mean, you guys saw the trailer, right? What do you guys think?
Well, I watched the whole thing, and, you know, you pretty much touched on most of the crazy stuff. I mean, it was a really well-made trailer. The guy's going around, he's pulling out the stuff. I mean, some of those scenarios are definitely not going to happen. It's like, oh, my neighbor's having a house roof party. Let me go bring over my Nintendo. Oh, now everyone's going to play my awesome... What is it? It's a Switch now. But... overall, I think it's a really good move by Nintendo. I mean, back to the controller was good. What was crazy though was towards the end. I don't know if you saw they had like that arena packed full of people, and they were doing that weird like Avatar like gun game, and it looks like they're gonna try and get into like esports.
It's Splatoon. They had it for the Wii U.
I never saw that game, so that's what I saw it as, little Avatar.
It honestly looked like a fun game, and it's interesting though that they seem like they are trying to make the push into esports with that. But I did want to point out on your point, the third-party games, they advertise Skyrim a lot on that Skyrim Remastered and NBA 2K games. So it seems like and From Software is confirmed to be developing games for this system. So they're getting the third-party support, which makes me believe that they up their processing power. Jay, did you, or Sashassin, did you watch that trailer?
Do you honestly want my opinion on this?
I mean, no, you gotta. We're like hyped. What do you got?
Bring us into the dark. Why should we hate Nintendo?
I know, you're just, yeah, what do you got?
Nintendo's been behind, like most Japanese companies. They simply do not understand the Western market and what we want here. And most of them have been 10 to 15 years behind the curve. They really have been. And Nintendo is one of them. They're guilty of that. And I'm not going to suddenly think, oh, yeah, they've seen the light. They're going to switch over. Even that's why they called it the Nintendo Switch. and suddenly just make actual good products. No, every single one of their systems since the GameCube, I mean, I guess that's just a couple, but still, that's like a decade now. We've had shit systems, poopy hardware from Nintendo. Yes, the first party games have always been good, always will be good, but I really don't think they're ever going to actually compete with the current market. Every single time a new Nintendo system drops, they're always behind. All right, I will be excited about Nintendo when they actually release relevant hardware. This shit will be like as strong as a PS4 maybe by the time we're on PS5. You know, so no, I'm not excited about Nintendo. They still have a long way to go, and I think they need to go the way of Sega and not stick around and continue to suck up more money as they're dying. That's what I think about Nintendo.
Yeah, we don't have all these specs yet. You know, I mean, we don't have what kind of power this thing has. Like I said, we don't even know if it's 1080p that we're outputting. I mean, what's the tablet? You know, we don't know. You know, it's a teaser
speculation
trailer
at this point. Yeah.
But it is coming out the same exact time that PS4 and Xbox are releasing their revamped consoles. You know,
Yeah.
and I think the real question here is, you know, what are we actually getting? I mean, is this a mobile gaming system with less power, or is this a shot at getting back in the game with the third-party support and being a relevant, powerful console? You know, I don't know. We're gonna see, and I think, you know, it's interesting. But who do you see on the bus with their Nintendo DS? Who do you see on the bus with their PS Vita? You know, I mean, people are, I don't want to say self-conscious, but I would not go on a bus and just whip out my fucking Nintendo Switch. You know, I just wouldn't. And, you know, maybe
is that
shit would get
because
stolen.
of, like, yeah, is it because of theft or because you don't want to be seen playing a Nintendo game?
No, I just, you know, there's a time when I want a
combination.
game, I want to be closed off. I want to just get into the game and have no one bug me, you know. And when I'm on a bus, like, the last thing I want to do is try to game in peace. You know, I mean, that's the last thing I can do is game in peace. You know, it's just always gonna be interruptions.
See, the thing is, though, people do game all the time on the bus, man. They're just doing it on their phone. All right, it's just mobile gaming.
Yeah,
right?
See,
and it's become that's the socially accepted form now of handheld games. You're absolutely right with what you're saying, but I think it's because it's not really socially acceptable, right, to pull out a Game Boy, to whip out your PSP. You're going to be seen as like the hardcore geek in the room that doesn't give a fuck about anybody. Whether that's true or not, that's just kind of the perception you're giving off. However, everybody's sitting there playing Candy Crush on their phone. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Everybody's doing that. That's the norm nowadays.
Yeah.
So I think it's just switched over to the point where nobody wants to be seen.
Nice pun.
Nobody really wants to be seen gaming on a handheld, but people still do indeed enjoy it.
Really do it. I think it has a shot. I think because Pokemon Go really took off. I mean, it is kind of dying down, but they're doing a bunch of updates. I mean, I think the super hype is definitely gone, but I think that's kind of opening the way for Nintendo. I mean, I think they're gonna jump on the Pokemon game and kind of make this like a mobile type of deal, and maybe it'll link to your phone. They got a lot of options here. I mean, but what we've all said is the speculation on the hardware. Can it actually do this without being all shitty laggy or something? Would have to say I did like the look of that Zelda game. That looks sweet. That looks really fun.
I hear you. It's all about the person too. I mean, like me, I don't care. I've always been that dude out. Like ever since I was a little kid, I'd whip out my Game Boy and start playing some Pokemon, man. You know, like I didn't care. I didn't care. I was trying to catch them all. I did not care if it meant the girls in the room thought I was a nerd because I really wasn't interested in them anyway. It's like, whatever, you know? What do I got to lose here? I'm trying to catch these Pokemon. So, you know, so I was always that guy, you know, and now I'm that guy. I'll go get some coffee. I'll sit at Starbucks and I'll be playing my NVIDIA Shield. And I don't give a fuck. And it turns more heads than anything because people like look over my shoulder and be like, hey, are you playing Witcher 3 on that? Like, or are you playing some Dark Souls 3 on that?
Yeah.
Yes, I am. that's the state of
Yeah,
gaming
you got a
nowadays.
pretty
It's crazy.
dope setup there. That's awesome.
And and
Yeah.
we're gonna have to see. How the battery life is anything good, and I mean, do you have
Yeah.
to bring the charging station with? There's a lot of ifs out there still, so we're gonna reserve. We're gonna try to reserve judgment, but for the just to throw out our final thoughts, I think it has potential. I'm kind of pissed because that Zelda game was promised with the Wii U. The Wii U didn't end up coming out with pretty much any games. There was no good besides Smash. There really wasn't any good Wii U games.
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of died. Like there wasn't a lot of games that released for it, and now they're already saying, well, this Zelda's now coming out for the new system. And so you kind of wonder if they're gonna lose the old Nintendo crowd, but I don't know, man. We'll see. I mean, what do you? I mean, final thoughts before we continue on?
Hopeful, but I give it a solid maybe.
Okay, guys. Let's be honest. Are you gonna buy it?
Well, no, we're PC.
Yeah, I'm a PC gamer, but I would need more info. I mean, I love Nintendo games, man. I grew up on Nintendo games, but I don't like the new ones they're coming out with.
I hear
like
you,
the old
but
N64 games. I like the old fucking GameCube games.
yeah, that's why you
But
need
the
to
new
check out
stuff
my
they're coming
arcade.
out
It's
with-
got all that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the new Paper Mario they came out with. It looked okay, but it's not that RPG element I'm looking for like I got in Super Mario RPG.
Wait, yeah.
Also, since they're marketing everything for these kids and whatnot, like the last thing I want to do is give my kid a tablet and let them break that shit. Like, no.
Yeah, and that's. I
Hmm.
mean, that's the thing is that it looks like they're
It'd be
kind
hard
of
to
going
market.
away from. There was no kids in that commercial, man. It was all adults,
College
that want to be
students
on
is
the
what
go.
they're aiming
On
for.
the go.
They're
this is
aiming for
not-
college students.
I mean, they advertised an M-rated game in their first trailer for it. So. I don't know. We're gonna continue. We're gonna see. We're gonna see more information, and we'll just go from what we get. But
Yeah.
but for right now, we got the teaser trailer. It's new. It's hip. It's happening. It's a switch hitter.
It's hipster.
Yeah. So. But Call of Duty Infinite Warfare beta. We had that for a little while. Fats wants to start us off with that. So let's move on.
Yes. The next COD, as you all know, another year has passed, so another COD's coming out. And they did a beta with this game, and I've been watching a lot of the top YouTube guys and Twitch guys playing this game because I want it, but I don't want it because I'd have to play it on the one because the PC community always dies and it just sucks. So it's like, no, I'm not getting this. But overall, this game, I think it's got really good potential. I mean, so I've been watching a lot of the streams of it. Think of this game as, okay, they went with Ghosts, then they came out with Advanced Warfare where they introduced the double jump, no wall running, just the double jump where you jump super high. And then you got Black Ops 3 where you've got the double jump, but you get to thrust it so you can hold it or hover and you can go on the walls. This is like a combination of all three of those games into the one. Like, it feels like Ghost. Ghost, you freaking killed the shit out of people really fast. Like, instant death. It felt like Modern Warfare 2 style, where they just died right away. Then you got Advanced Warfare. They got the double jump. I don't know, that's kind of cooked in there. I think Advanced Warfare honestly sucked in terms of all the jumping. Because Black Ops 3, you had so much more aerial control. But in this one, it's like in between both of them. You still got the wall run, you got the jump, but the jump's just not as good. And the levels are smaller. It's basically all of those three games merged into one. So people are honestly, I think this is where Call of Duty's going to not sell as much as it was. But who knows? People eat this
Don't we
shit
say
up.
that every year, though?
We do, and they just always keep selling out. But I mean, if you're thinking about playing this game, it's less vertical. It's more horizontal, like the older CODs, but you still got the wall jumping. The maps are kind of designed over close quarters combat, and people are getting nuclears. The kill streaks are crazy. The sniper, I couldn't tell if it had auto aim or not. Like in Black Ops 3 they got rid of that, and this one it looked like it was still there, but I don't know. I was watching like Optic Pomage, who's like one of the best snipers in the game, and he's just shredding them. So I don't know. They kept the specialist kill streak from Black Ops 3, so you can, after you get enough kills or enough time goes past, you get your specialist, which is like, I saw guys get like this pistol. The pistol, and it had like 7 shots, and it was basically like the golden gun without having to reload. It almost looked OP as fuck if your aim was good. The thing annihilated. And the submachine guns were absolutely OP as fuck, so... Yeah, I think you're going like backwards style combination. I don't... It's the same 3. So if you like those 3, I mean, you'll like this game. But if you're getting bored of those, then it's the same shit. This one's no different. No different whatsoever. I mean, you guys have any thoughts on the Call of Duty? Jason, you played Black Ops 3. What do you think?
Yeah, I did play Black Ops 3, but I only bought into the multiplayer online pass. I didn't even play the solo player experience, which a lot of people liked, but I didn't play it at all. Played about like 70, 80 hours, which really isn't that much of COD. I sucked. There was, I don't know. I could not get the hang of the game. At my very best, like I won a couple matches, just a couple. And I just never really clicked with it like I did with Titanfall. So, I don't know. This new one does look a lot more like Titanfall, which kind of excited me. So I'll probably, if they do some type of $14 or $19 multiplayer only permanent pass, I'll most likely buy into that again. That's one thing that Call of Duty is doing that I think is very smart, and what we'll be seeing out of them in the years to come is a 3-tier model. Instead of doing just a $60 game, they're going to release their game, because, like, I mean, think of it, all Call of Duty games basically are 3 separate games. You got your single player story, you got your multiplayer experience, and then you have zombies. All right,
or like Spec Ops,
or Spec Ops, whatever, you know, because they got to switch it off every year. Fuck that. So what they're going to just do is they'll release it as a $60 bundle, or, you know, a $99 bundle if you want to go ahead and get all the DLC at once, season pass, and then they will just release it $20 a piece if you just want $20 for the single player experience, $20 for the multiplayer, or $20 for zombies. And then you can buy in for what you like, because a lot of players, they really only play one section of the game. That's it. They just play only the multiplayer or only the story. And I think a lot of people would be down. I think their sales would go up a lot if they did it that way. I think they're looking to do that. That's why they've been releasing the multiplayer packs as is, kind of testing out the waters with that. That's my prediction on it. But I'm gonna have to see some gameplay footage and whatnot before it comes out.
Well, that beta's out there.
Whether I want to buy it.
Got all the shit. I just curious. I almost see these Call of Duties. I mean, you see all 3 of these. Advanced Warfare, you know, got scared of Titanfall, so they decided to add the double jump. And then they started adding the wall running, and all this shit starts happening. So now they're going this area. I think what they're really trying to do, I mean, it's created by a different developer each Call of Duty. You know, you get a certain amount of years, and they just cycle who's developing the next one. And, you know, these games were so almost perfectly identical that it's like, were they all in this together? And I think they really are trying to make the game same but different each year. I don't think they're trying to change it, because they've got this super like esports thing going on, and the more you change it, the more you're going to get different cycles of players. And I think you keep it a little more consistent with who's there. You get more big people in these big tournaments when the games are, you know, you could basically play any of them and just dominate if you're that good, because that's just how it is. That's my thought on that. What do you got on Call of Duty, Steve? You watch any of the beta at all?
No, I don't care. Actually, you know, I did watch some of the beta. It looked like COD. It looked like the new COD, not the COD that I played.
Not the COD we remember and love. Yes.
It looks like the ball jumping, finger banging kind of COD that I didn't like. So.
Yeah, the older we get, the less we like Call of Duty. I think we can all kind of agree on that. There's something going on with that. I don't know.
I think for me personally, I'm a little different. I love these new Call of Duties. I like the mobility buffs, but I hate the fact. Younger. I just hate the fact that I just hate the fact that I've, you know, I mean, I don't hate the fact that I evolved onto PC. I hate the fact that the community is all console on COD. I'm not going down.
Yeah. And we'll get into more of that with a different game down the line here. But let's move on. That's enough COD.
Yeah, COD talk, fish talk done.
Right. Let's get into something that's a beautiful motherfucking game. One of my favorite games for the 360 that I ever played. And let's talk about how we're disappointed that they haven't released it or announced it for PC yet. Jason, or
we're gonna be talking
Sash.
Red Dead 2. And now, Steve, I'm assuming you're talking about Red Dead there.
All right? Yes, he was.
All right. Okay. Let me ask you: did you ever play the original?
Yeah, that's what I just said. Oh no, Red Dead Revolver? No, I did not.
Yes. See, don't talk to me like I'm stupid.
Hey,
I'm talking about Red Dead Revolver, the original.
You're right. Yes. No, I did not play that.
Released in 2001, 2002 on PS2. That was one of my favorite games on PS2. I absolutely loved that game, and like nobody played it. Nobody at all played it. I didn't know one person other than my little brother who played it when I ended up buying it, who had actually even heard of the game. And then Red Dead Redemption comes out, and it's like the biggest Western game ever. Everybody and their mama played it, and I'm just like, wow, does anybody even know of the original? And apparently not. Still to this day, people don't even know that is part 2 of a trilogy. Now we're finally getting part 3 of that trilogy, which is called part 2, Red Dead Redemption 2, because they are just lazy with the titles. Instead of going from Red Dead Revolver to Red Dead Redemption to Red Dead, I don't know, Red Dead anything else. They just
Ultimate Destruction. I'd play that game.
How about Red Dead Revengeance?
You know, if it was Red Dead Redemption 2, I expect John Marston to still be in it, so I'm kind of confused.
It better be John Marston.
It can't be John Marston.
I mean his son, obviously. Yeah, is what I'm talking
Marston Jr.
Yeah, and that's what it's gonna be. I'd bet money on that right now because they're kind of not really too inventive with that storyline. It's good. It is what it is, but it gets kind of old. Really wasn't too much there. There was a lot of content there to that game. I absolutely love it. A lot to do, but yeah, man, a lot of people just don't even believe Red Dead Revolver even exists. So there is a new trailer for Red Dead Redemption 2 that just dropped today. I'd highly recommend checking it out. It's not too much to see. It's a bit of a teaser trailer. It's only about a minute long, but it at least shows you the in-game engine that they're going to be using. And since it's Rockstar, not Ubisoft, that is actually what the game's going to look like. So I'd recommend checking that out. Definitely looking forward to it. I will most likely play it on my brother's PS4. I'll have to go and just move in with him for a week when this game drops. Like, yeah, what's up, man? I do that, you know, sporadically on the PS4 launches. Like, hey, and he's just like, oh shit, what game came out now? And I'm like, oh yeah. I'm here to see you, bro.
Now, where's your PS4?
but look at this cool game I brought.
It's shiny. It's really shiny. I didn't even open it yet. You want to open it?
You know, so I do that from time to time. Unfortunately, yeah, this will not be on PC. I'm highly disappointed about that. But again, as I said, I'm not even buying any more Rockstar games until they actually give a fuck about cheating. Until they actually make a stance on online cheating in online gameplay, I'm not buying their games anymore because they have let that ruin one of my $60, $80 experiences from them. So, fuck that. Not doing it again. There's no reason for it. No reason for it.
I don't know, dude. I love Red Dead Redemption, the whole story. I loved the entire thing. I mean, that game was one of my favorite games ever. I loved it. It was awesome. This new one, I don't even want to look at it because I don't have an Xbox. I don't have a PlayStation.
Oh, man. Don't deny that the art exists just because you can't afford it.
That's just being mean to yourself, though.
It really is.
Smart.
Wait, what?
Don't do that. That's like...
No,
that's
I
like...
mean, I was actually... I'm sorry, that sounded like I was this screen. I feel like he should avoid it because I would be really salty.
Yeah, well, because...
I'm kind of on his boat.
I know they're going to come out with the PC version in about 6 to a year after they release the console version.
Probably.
It worked beautifully for them.
And it's going to have a first-person mode.
They're going to do the same exact thing for Red Dead Redemption 2. And that is when I will start to get excited because
You know what? You're probably right about that. You're absolutely on the money with that one. Actually, I'm gonna have to go ahead and back your prediction there. That's what they will do. 1 to 1.5 years from now, we can resume this conversation about Red Dead 2, because that's when they're gonna be looking at making it for PC after everybody has already bought it for PS4 and Xbox One. They'll let us know about the superior PC.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why would they miss out
it'll
on
be 60 frames per
millions?
second and all that fun jive. It'll probably be fucking first person or whatever. I don't even care. But whatever. I loved the Red Dead story. I'm really excited for the new Red Dead story. I'm just trying not to be too excited because I don't own a console. And,
Sure.
you know, and it starts to... You know, I don't want to say that I want a console. It's just you start to see that there is more money to be made on consoles.
Yeah.
PC, there's no one from Bill Gates isn't paying you to put your games on PC. You know, there is no person paying you to put your games on PC. But you damn better believe that Microsoft and Sony will pay you to put your game on their consoles first. You know, that's just a guarantee. So it's no wonder to me Rockstar is the #1 company at making money. They know how to do it. GTA 5 hasn't dropped out of the top 5 games sold, 10 games sold on Steam in fucking, I don't even know. How long has that been out? Since like 2004? I don't even know now, man. It's ridiculous. They're still making all that money on that game.
Crazy.
And I don't know. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm down. So.
Down.
Colonel
Well,
Fat's
Steve, it
never played
actually
Red Dead
looks like
Redemption,
you
so
got-
He's pretty much dead to us.
I've never played Red Dead Revolver or Red Dead Redemption. I watched my buddy play it for a little bit. I actually played a little bit, and I thought it was cool where you mark him with the X's and stuff. But you know what'd be sick is if he could fucking double jump off his horse and then wall ride and then jump back and do a flip and shot him in the back.
Okay, you know what we're done.
I know.
Yeah,
Let's
no,
move on.
no,
Steve,
this-
what do you got?
that's
An
not a game.
NVIDIA new card or some
Got
Not a
shit?
game for you.
Shut your face.
he said wall
You know, the only
run
thing I
and
am
double
kind of worried
jump.
about though is that Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption never came out for PC, so that is kind of worrisome. But I can't see why they would do GTA 5 on PC and not Red Dead Redemption 2.
They're just missing out money at this point. Like
Yeah,
that would
But
just be
they'll come out.
millions
Trust me,
wasted.
they'll make more money on Red Dead Redemption 2 than you'll ever earn in 7 lifetimes. So
Bullshit.
that's just
You don't know my potential.
You don't know me, man. I got shit on the horizon.
I-
I'm looking
and
to
I
make
will-
that drama.
than I will ever earn.
Yeah, there you go. You know
Nice
your potential.
aspirations, Steve. I love where your goals are at. I like your head. Well, let's move on from Red Dead before we reveal a little too much for your liking. NVIDIA new card 10. What do you got? I don't even. What does this do?
Yeah, so we have the new NVIDIA card. It's a 1050, man. It's a 10 fucking 50. Okay.
I'm gonna get it too.
If you guys saw the new cards that came out, they're cheap, man. They're all over $200, right? The 1080 is beautiful. 1070. I mean, they're all very affordable though. They're way more affordable than my 980 Ti was. Trust me. I'm kind of.
You're always salty, Steve.
Not too much. Too much.
All right.
But this is their $109 card, man. It's $109 for the 1050. You can get the 1050 Ti for like $139, which I don't know why you wouldn't.
Yeah.
That's the model I'm looking at.
Yeah, but I mean, hell, man, you're not gonna be playing games at max quality, 60 frames or anything like that, you know. But it'll get you. You could build, man. I'm really curious on these tiny PC builds. I mean, you could build a quality PC that's going to be the same as about a PS4 or an Xbox One for probably, I mean, like $300 to $400, man.
Yeah, man. With
That's
this
a
card,
Cheaper than console.
You know, I mean,
with this
Xbox
card, you
One,
can put
can't-
together a beast.
Yeah, you can't
Little
do whatever
beast,
you
too.
want on a PS4 and an Xbox One. You know, you're limited to their little operating system of what they want. But if you have a PC, you know, I mean, it's the full fucking package. And if you can build one for $300 to $400, you know, I mean, with a good card, I mean, this is still a good card.
Look here. Yeah, no. You say good card. Let me put it this way. There's nothing this card won't play. There's not a game on the planet that this card we're talking about, the 1050 Ti, won't play at 1080p, 60 frames per second.
Well,
Okay.
I don't know.
No,
about
there's not. There's not. Name them. What games? What games won't? Look here, man.
Witcher 3?
Yes.
I don't think
Yes.
so.
Yes, it will.
I think
It
that you'd be able to
absolutely
play
will.
maybe on low. If you played on like very, very low, you might be able to get your 60 frames.
No, that's not true. That's not true. I'm telling you, I can play with my 660 Ti Witcher 3 at 45 frames on everything medium, high / ultra. So no, you're very, very lowballing this card, man. And that's a card that's 4 years old. Okay, to this 1050 Ti, which outranks that in every single class.
That's
that
like
blows away every
400.
single thing. Dude, the 1050 Ti is literally like the Xbox 4 plus the the Xbox 4, the Xbox One plus the PS4 combined. It's that power combined into one card. So no, there's nothing out there right now. Now I'm not saying every single game on maxed ultra. Okay, you might need to bump a couple settings down to high, but no, I can guarantee there's not a damn game out there. There's not a game out there. You gotta watch out
for the video RAM on these. I mean, the Ti version, I don't see a.
It's 4 gigabytes.
Yeah, you get 4 gigabytes. So I'm guessing on the regular version, you might get 3 or something.
2 on the regular version. So I'd highly recommend the $139 version, because a 2 gigabyte hike, is drastic. That's going to allow you, if you have that's going to future-proof you if you have a monitor that's 4K or 1440p. That's going to future-proof you into the future further, that extra VRAM.
But I mean, I'm still a fan, man. The 1080 isn't even that much money. I mean, if you're going to build a PC, but this is for your little. I mean, this is for your little Steam box, man. I mean, this is a perfect little card. That, I mean, and it's a short too, so you can build a tiny little, what do they call it? Not a full ATI or whatever. Fuck it, man. It's been a while since I built my PC. But not a full form factor. You're short, and I mean, you could do it for cheap, man. $300, $400, and you could be up and running on a PC.
Yeah, absolutely. This, as you said, it's not the biggest power horse out there, but at the price tag, it's unmatchable.
Yeah,
and
I know that's their answer. And they're answering AMD from AMD is going to be a little cheaper for their cards, altogether.
Yeah.
But this is a direct competition to the AMD cards.
Absolutely.
So.
And with my Alienware, like I've got the Alienware X51, which is one of the first small form PCs that came out. All right, it's you take the full length graphics cards and full length components, but then they jam it into a little case. And the only downside is that my temperatures are a little bit higher than a normal rig. All right, but that doesn't really matter as long as you keep everything in order. So for my system, a card like this is a godsend. All right, because this helps me keep the temperatures down. This adds juice. This adds life back into a system that's already 4 years old. Okay, and that again is the beauty of PCs. I get to upgrade now to a graphics card that is as strong as the PS4 and Xbox One combined for $140. Boom, and now my PC's back running again for another 4 or 5 years. No problem.
Yeah, that's nice.
So
I mean, if I were you though, I mean, you have a pretty good. I would get even a little bit more, 1050.
Well,
I mean,
again, I have a 660. The 1050 is a gigantic jump from my 660. It's gigantic.
I wouldn't say gigantic. I mean, it's still it's
400, dude. That's a lot of number.
Yeah, I've looked at those benchmarks.
I don't know.
The card's 4 years newer, and it has it's better in virtually every single category.
Yeah.
And again, now if it was like a $500 or $600 upgrade for that, no, I wouldn't deem that worth it. But for less than $150, that's one hell of an upgrade.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, it's cool. It's nice and it's affordable.
That's the big thing. Affordable.
That's
it's
nice.
going to be great for people trying to build those cheap rigs. So keep your eye out on that. But now, do you know how much a 1080 Ti is?
The 1080 Ti is not out yet, but the 1080, I thought it was only like 350 or 400. I can't.
I'd have to look at the differences between a 1050 and a 1080 to see how big of a jump it is. See if it'd be worthy of that $200 gap.
Actually, I guess it's $600.
Oh, see, so now it's like
I thought it was cheaper than that. I think the 1070 or the
$50 gap.
Yeah, the 1070 or the 1060 is going to be your best price option. But I mean, for my 980 Ti, I paid $600.
Oh,
Yeah, that's not that bad. I mean, I paid $350 for this 660 Ti, you know, but I got that shit the day it came out. It was brand spanking new. It was the card to have. But that's just technology, man.
All right, man. Well, let's move on. We have a Hearthstone update. I don't want to spend too much time on the fucking Hearthstone updates.
I know you don't want to.
I got it. Just let me just get it on as the lone survivor of Hearthstone players in this group, because I still play that shit. Joe plays that shit. I play it like almost every other day. I don't think I'm a daily player anymore, but I'm an every other day player. Played today. My mage deck's pretty fun. But to the actual news, pretty much they're making a new arena. It's coming out, I think, next week. And they're calling it Heroic Arena. So instead of paying, what is it, like 150 gold to do a regular arena, you can pay 1,000 gold or $10 to do an arena draft in the Heroic. And it's kind of a giant-ass gamble, but with a really big reward. Like, if you go 0-3, like I probably would, you would win a single pack. You bought a pack for $10. Congratulations, you suck. You suck bad. Or, if you actually manage to win all 12, like you 12-0 arena run, you will get this ginormous reward. You will get 50 packs, a guaranteed 3 golden legendaries, and like 1,200 dust. Like, that is an insane reward.
12-0 or 12? You can go 12-2 or
12 wins. Okay, so it does straight up say 12 wins. So if you do hit all 12 wins, you get the 50 packs, 3 golden legendaries, and like 1,200 dust. So that's that's awesome reward. But at the same time, if you never do arena like I do, you go 0-3, that sucks. I think for big streamers in Hearthstone, I think this is going to be a really awesome thing for them to do, and it kind of really freshens up the game. In terms of like people like me who just play for weird fun combos, and I don't do, like, every time I hit 100 gold, I buy a pack instantly. I couldn't save up to do an arena run. Like, this ain't for me. I'm not spending $10 and failing and feeling like a piece of shit. Well, what do you guys think, Jason? You gonna do a heroic arena run?
No. Okay.
No.
I suck at the arena. I go in there and they give me 3 classes that I hate, and I draw poopy cards, and I just lose. I go 0-3, and as you said, that means I suck ass.
This is not worth it.
Nope, it is not worth it. I don't do it. I just buy the pack and move on. All I do in Hearthstone nowadays, because I found out, right, when you play ranked matches, that's when the game uses its bogus ass algorithm against you and will match you with your counter class to keep you from running away.
This guy is you only play one deck. I feel it's you.
Pretty much proven, guys. That's pretty much proven.
No way, dude.
Hey, play. No, I play way more than you. You go ahead and play 100 ranked matches and use the same. No, see, here's the difference, Steve. You use different classes all the time. All right. I use one class. I've played like 800 ranked matches with one class, and they give me the exact same people. Okay, I've played the exact same people multiple times. Now you can't tell me in a game that has millions of players all day long, right, supposedly this big, that they can't find someone else for me to play, that I'm always playing my counter class, that anytime I start to get a win streak, they actively work to make sure you lose. No, see, that's the game posing as randomness, but it's not. All right, they've pretty much, a lot of people have pretty much proven that when you play ranked Hearthstone, the game does indeed use an algorithm to match you with classes to keep you from running away. That's why 50% of the player base doesn't ever get past rank 18. Okay? Now, when you play in a casual match, they just go ahead and match you up against anybody then. The game does not actively work to fuck you in the ass before it starts, and then you just go ahead, and then I see opponents of all kinds. I'm not playing the same exact class and the same exact people again and again and again. It's uncanny how it works. All right, so I don't play that shit anymore. I just play casual, and I just go in there with my nasty ass rogue deck and destroy people. And it's great because I'm finally getting to play against all the opponents, and it's a lot of fun now.
Nice.
I've gotten to rank 4 in that fucking game. And,
I know you have.
And
a lot of people have.
I've never experienced any more bullshit than just the normal Hearthstone RNG.
Do you swap up your classes?
I swap if I lose.
Have you ever played 100 classes in a row with one class? 100 matches in a row with the same class? Have you ever done it?
No, man, because that's not how you should do it if you're gonna play ranked. You gotta switch.
That's how I've done it. I did 600 plus ranked matches with just the rogue, and I'm telling you what I saw. That shit is rigged as can be.
I think that's just the meta, and that's just unfortunately, the rogue just was not a top.
Hey, you guys can go ahead and believe what
your deck
want.
always destroys mine most
There's
of the
no way,
time.
and I'm gonna go ahead and believe what I want. I'm telling you right now, there's statistically speaking, there's no fucking way I should be playing the same dudes every single day. I'm not talking the same people with the same deck. I'm talking the exact same dudes every single day.
Maybe
That's shitty internet, or someone's fucking targeting you, bro.
Maybe you're shadow banned like I was in Dark Souls. You can only
no, I haven't done anything.
You're linked. Maybe it's because you're in the wild format.
You hear about that shit.
No, see, you are still claiming innocence, Steve. You picked up an illegal item, put it in your inventory. Now, just because you were ignorant to the fact that it was an illegal item,
like falling for a scam on the internet.
God. We're moving on. I'm cutting this shit short. We're moving on.
God damn it! I never thought the heroic arena Hearthstone update would just spur Jason's just hatred for the bullshit and the goddamn. I love the casual. I'm glad you're having fun. I just thought it was fucking hilarious.
Hey, I'm having a great time now that I've switched over to casual. All right,
cool.
And now I no longer see that bullshit.
I'll still wreck you any day, bro. I'll still wreck you any day, bro.
I believe in all conspiracies. Don't get me started on conspiracies.
All right. I'm cutting you guys short.
Well, Jason, you got the next news. Steve, give it to him. What do we got?
Payday 2, new stuff. Jason, take it away, man.
Oh, man, Payday 2 has never been better. In the last couple months, they've added a new character. You got the biker, all right, played by Ron Perlman. If you don't know who Ron Perlman is, you need to watch some more movies from the 80s and 90s. I'll just say, like, Hellboy. You guys seen Hellboy?
Yeah.
That movie sucked.
I did see
Yes, it does suck. I agree.
I didn't like it.
But the main guy who plays Hellboy is Ron Perlman. All right, and now he's in the game. They've got new guns, a bunch of new guns, bunch of new mods for the guns. They've got a new system, a new gun skin system that actually have permanent bonuses onto your guns, like 10% extra money for you and your crew, extra experience, plus 10 accuracy, shit like that. They have a whole new currency system called Continental Coins that you can now gain on missions or by doing specific achievements or by defending your safe house. You now have a new safe house as well with a new butler played by John Cleese, famous English actor. He's fucking awesome. Nice. Your safe house is no longer just one little room like it was for the last 3 years of the game.
Yeah, I was gonna
say, now a sprawling safe house with every single one of the new characters in it. They all have their own different location in the safe house that you can actually upgrade with your Continental Coins.
How many characters do you get? Or is it just based on which character you choose? Like, do you just get all the ones you unlocked, or
all of the characters are there in the safe house, but which ones that you can use on missions determine on which DLC packs you have.
Oh, right? Okay. Gotcha.
So for instance, if you want to upgrade the firing range, the gun range, you need to go talk to John Wick and spend coins on John Wick's firing range, and then he will make it bigger and badder for you, unlocking new aspects of your safe house. So it's a new interactive way to have fun at your safe house, and it actually makes it a place you want to go to actually kind of get ready for the missions. So that's pretty fun. You can also, if you don't want to upgrade your safe house at all, if you're just like, fuck it, you can use your Continental Coins to unlock any mods that you want for any specific weapons. So say you're missing your favorite scope or silencer for your favorite sniper rifle, you no longer have to hope and wait that you get it. You can just go ahead and spend your coins, instantly get it. You now have it forever. Bada bing, bada boom. It's pretty awesome, man. You can also use your offshore money now to unlock mods, masks, patterns, or colors. There's new stealth throwing weapons. They just added a new ninja knife throwing weapon, which is a nice alternative to grenades if you want to keep it quiet. It's never been better. Honestly, it's so much fun. It's really damn good.
You know, I think they switched the developer on that game, didn't they? Like, didn't they pass the reins or some shit? There was some news about that. So then they're gonna try and do away with the shitty DLC paid.
No, I think the guy just fucked up, and he came out and said that he fucked up, and I think they.
Oh, okay, that's what I saw. Okay, so this is like the update that Payday basically should have gotten from the start, and you can bet your ass your Xbox 360 version of it will never get it. So there's that.
Nope.
Yeah,
never.
the 360 version's crap, dude. That shit's.
That's some bullshit. That is the worst when you get
$50 beta.
like Payday 2. Just unfortunately, it just left a lot of salt in a lot of console players. I was a console peasant back in the days, and I played the shit out of Payday 2. Like I almost had my character. I was in like the 60s or 70s. I was way up there in level. And Steve, I think you were higher than me, and we just never got the damn updates. And eventually grinding the what was it, like 6 levels we had, it eventually, no, can't do this. I'm gonna play COD over this.
But Payday 2, if you got it for PC originally, they've been updating the shit out of it. One of the more updated games in the recent history.
True.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They continue to perform. But guys, we're gonna keep going. We're a little bit behind schedule, so.
Agreed.
So let's talk about Gears, man.
Ooh,
I mean,
Gears.
We did not get to talk about it because we've been kind of off the air for a little while.
A little bit.
But let's kind of just go over quickly what are our thoughts, man. I mean, what do you got?
I would like to say I don't think you've started the campaign yet, Steve. So I want to just talk about that real quick, but not try and spoil anything for you. So far, me and my buddy Joe played it, and it actually fucked up on the split screen on PC. You can't, once you get to this mission, the split screener can't actually shoot his gun, move to cover, or get hit. Otherwise, it super lags the entire thing. Like, it was fine until that mission. But overall story, it's confusing as shit, and it's weird. Like, I don't even know what's entirely going on. But I think, they give you a little recap of what happened to the other Gears games, and then they kind of... it's just weird. It's not too big of a spoiler. You're fighting robots right away, which is weird. They don't explode or do anything cool. They explode into, robot-y parts. It's not like... I don't know. It's awkward and weird. Steve, you're going to have to try it, but... It's hard to understand.
I'm more into the verses. I mean, what do you been liking about the verses, though? I mean, that's really what Gears is all about, man.
Well, yeah, the verses, over the top, it's fucking awesome. They went back to their roots. It is Gears 1, and I've talked to my buddy who has played all of the Gears, all of them, since Gears 1, and he says it is coming right back to Gears 1. The movement, the wall bouncing abilities, it's slightly not as broken as the Xbox. Apparently in the Xbox 360, you could do some crazy shit. We all know about, like the super jump and the crab walks, but I'm not talking about glitches. I'm talking about, actual movement style. It felt more fictional is actually how I'd say. You can do shit that doesn't really make sense, how you move your character, but it's so like that, and it's so... skillful on how you move the sticks. I mean, Steve's on keyboard, so it's way different for him. But I mean, you're flying around the walls and stuff and trying to get these shotty things. It just feels so perfect. It's Gears 1 again, and I love it. What do you got? Or Jason, do you have Gears 4 or no?
No, I don't. I have a Windows 7 gaming machine, so I don't get to do the whole Xbox crossover thing. So I did see you play it for a little bit the other night. I watched you play for about half an hour, and it looked just like a beautifully polished version of Gears 1, which is all I wanted. That shit looks great.
You just gotta upgrade your operating
it looks like a lot of fun.
I've been loving it, man. I mean, I got it kind of
Seems good.
reluctantly because I
Seems
haven't
good.
really played online since Gears 1. But I mean, I don't want to. I've been killing it, man. I've been having some really good matches. It's been fun playing with the Nasher. You know, you have bad days, you have good days, but I mean, the movement's good. Playing with the mouse and keyboard, man, I love it. Oh, the mouse aiming is fantastic. It's been a lot of fun for me. The PC community is pretty dead. That sucks, but that's what you get when you release your game on the Windows Store. So
If this game was on Steam, holy shit, they would make so
so
much
that
money
could-
off of it. Like everyone would get this game. It would be like the biggest thing because it's on Steam.
yeah, that really sucks. But we're gonna continue with it. I love it, man. I've been having a blast with Gears 4. Like I haven't played a online shooter in the longest time, and now I love it.
I was gonna say, Steve, describe. Just you tell me, like you told me you thought you were doing way better than you ever did in Gears 1 because of the mouse and keyboard. Do you think it's that crucial to your success? So you think if you picked up a controller, you would really suck?
Yes.
Because I mean, then you're kind of adding to the argument of the fact that why we can't cross-play with the Xbox One guys. It's because it's just that much better, and it just sucks. That's a fact.
For me, it is, yeah. But the thing is that a lot of PC players aren't playing with controller. So even if it's
Like
better
me,
for me,
I am.
or they are playing with controllers, what I'm saying. So even though it's better for me personally, the game is still about movement mostly. So I still get destroyed by people playing with controllers, I'm sure, because I can tell. Because if you play with keyboard and mouse, you can't switch your weapon at the beginning of the game, and I see people switching weapons all the time.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's quirks. The developer microtransactions are really shitty.
They're bad.
But we're going to continue on, and I hope the PC community grows.
Can I just throw out a quick salt about this that just pisses me off? How the hell are you going to release this game? Literally the only local split screen that you can do with this game is in the campaign. And it fucks up in the second act. So, this game, you cannot locally split screen this game. Horde mode is not possibility. Multiplayer, even custom bot matches are not even a possibility. It's only campaign. So if you're trying to buy it for that, don't. Dude.
I heard differently, man. I heard that you can do... Because people said, why are guests allowed in ranked matches?
I've never even seen a guest. You couldn't do guests. Me and Joe tried on PC. I mean, you can do it in the Xbox One version. You can do guests, you can do split screen, you can do all that. In the PC version, you can't. I mean, I haven't seen otherwise. Me and Joe tried. We tried. My computer can't do it. Maybe I got it hacked.
They released it for PC, but they're pretty much okay with letting it die. But hopefully not, man. Hopefully not, because it is fun.
Well, good factor is that the game battles, competitive site, they do have PC ladders now. That shit's up and running, so I don't think they're murdering it just yet. At least other third parties are trying, so it's not all.
Gears 4, if you like Gears 1 and you want to get back into the series, from someone that hasn't played since Gears 1, I highly recommend it. So. Get that stuff, man. It's fun. But we're gonna move on to Sashassin's Indie Corner, man, and then we'll take a look at some news stories that we might have missed. So take it away, Jay.
Yeah. So this week I've been playing for a few hours. I got it just a couple days ago with. It was a little impulse buy. I just came across it on one of my recommendations from Steam. The game called.
Whoa.
It's basically. If I don't know, I don't really have a better way to put it yet. It's like a 2D Devil May Cry. All right, I don't know if you guys have ever played those games, but they're awesome action games, gun and sword games. This is basically that in a 2D version. It's not a roguelike game, although it kind of is. I mean, it is in the sense where, like, if you die, you have to start the game over, and every level is kind of randomized. But when you upgrade and level up your character, you keep all of those stats. So every time you start the game over, you do indeed start with a better character who's stronger and more leveled up than the previous time. So I'm like 3 playthroughs in. lost a couple times, but it's just pretty damn awesome. It's like gun fu is how they describe it. You basically just run around, jump around, shoot everything you see. It's got this pretty gnarly auto aim system because again it's a 2D game, so the guns just lock onto like the closest enemy. You don't have to worry about actually aiming them as you jump around the map and whatnot. Yeah. It's pretty damn awesome. It's only $12.99. Again, I've only played it for a few hours, so I can't give you all the fine details on it. But I do know that they have a Twitch mode, which is pretty cool, which allows the viewers to vote between levels to give the streamer a positive or negative modifier, which then actually alters the game.
Always gonna be negative.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome.
It's always going to be negative, you know it exactly. Just like when I used to stream Don't Starve Together, they had a modifier like that, and man, viewers would just go negative every time. Man, motherfuckers.
Let's see you try this.
People want to watch the world burn, man.
I know they do. I've got the torch in my hand too, so don't even get me started. All right, so I'd highly recommend it to anybody who's ever played Devil May Cry or anybody who's looking for a very good 2D action game with some RPG elements. I'm not going to say it's an RPG game. You do indeed play as a set character. You can't change from the female protagonist at all. And there's only a set way that she can level up. It's just grinding enough experience points to level her up to her maximum capabilities. There are some spells and relics that you can unlock, a shit ton of guns, and some pretty good little music with it. Got a little techno vibe. It's a good game. I'm really digging it for the price tag. It's pretty awesome. So that is the Indie Corner for the week.
Nice.
Awesome, man. Let us know if you play it more. We can talk about it on the What Are You Up To? So I'd like to hear some more.
Sounds like a good game.
Check it out. The name is Seraph.
Let me know if you stream that shit so I can vote you negative.
Yeah, you would too.
I definitely fucking would. You know it.
All right, guys. We're gonna hit a couple topics that we might have missed for the news. I'm gonna fly through them unless you guys want to say something. Just pipe in. But here we go. We got what did we miss? We missed Watch Dogs 2 delayed on PC to November 29th. No one cared about Watch Dogs, so I don't know why people really care about Watch Dogs 2. It seems to be the only PC that is delayed, but there you go. November 29th. We have Doom. Free update number 4 adds arcade mode, classic snap map modules. I don't think any of us really played Doom, but you got another free update. So there you go.
Hey, free is the way to go.
Arcade mode sounds fun.
Yeah, it's classic snap maps. So I don't.
You gotta love games that do free. That's what I see.
Yeah, free update. Well, I mean, updates should be free. It's not content. It's update.
Well, yeah, it's a new mode. It's almost content. But yeah, move on.
They could have easily charged $9.99 for the arcade mode. I've seen games do that a lot. For the wave survival mode.
Yeah, that's the way it goes nowadays. But anyway, so Steam to add full support for PlayStation 4 controllers in coming update.
Hey, I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, so I thought Sashassin might be happy about that one.
Yeah, because I have one that I bought for my Sony TV that kind of just sits there because I don't play too many games on my Sony TV. But woohoo!
Yeah, so there you go. Fury, you guys remember the? I don't know if we actually watched that trailer or not. If that was.
Yeah, we did.
But Fury makes the jump to Xbox One with an exclusive boss fight. I don't know how I feel exactly about that.
It makes me a little lore to the game. The game's all about boss fights.
Which one was Fury?
Like that's huge. Fury's the one that's just like 20 boss fights.
Oh, I remember with all the floors. Okay, yeah.
The really weird art style, the awesome music, yeah. But an exclusive boss fight. That kind of sucks for the PC players that bought it first and made it actually big.
That is kind of weird.
Bring that to
kind
PC.
of a slap in the face.
Yeah. And then the last one that we missed, Fallout 4 and Skyrim Remaster the mods for those games will come to PS4. We had talked about that before, that they weren't coming to PS4.
They realized they were fucking stupid.
They did get to an agreement. However, these mods will have heavy restrictions and will only allow assets that come with game.
Oh, what?
What's the fuck's the point?
That's garbage.
No, the mods will pretty much be garbage.
Yeah, that's absolute
There
trash.
will be no added assets to the game. You have to have the asset in game in the vanilla version of Fallout 4 and Skyrim Remastered. So don't
Fail.
expect that stuff until at the very least November sometime. But there you go.
You want a double chair?
They came to an agreement, I guess. So it's just not a very good one.
Like, better
Wow.
than nothing, I guess. I mean, people eat it up and they'll make more money off of it, but that's insulting.
But that's what we missed for the week, guys. We're gonna continue on to the Let's Discuss, guys. Let's discuss something real quick.
What we got?
Downloadable content, man. DLC. We talk about just. I mean, what do you guys think about when you hear DLC? I mean, we used to call these things expansions, right? You guys remember back in the old day when
absolutely
expansions came out, and you'd actually go out and buy a new disc to download on your PC. You know, I mean, you'd have to actually go to the fucking store to buy it. This is now downloadable content. You know, what do you guys love about it? What do you hate about it? What do you think is absolute bullshit? And what do you think should be praised?
All right,
can I just throw one thing out real quick? It's not going to be long.
No,
when
I
you think DLC is...
Yeah, he said he was going first, you fucking asshole.
Damn it, I just wanted to say Dark Souls comes out. I'm just excited.
Oh, yeah, say your shit. Say your shit.
I just wanted to say it. Dark Souls comes out next week, the 25th. It comes out. I'm so fucking excited, but I know that's not what we're trying to discuss. Shit coming out. I just really am excited.
We're not speculating. We're not speculating about DLC that may or may not be good.
Yeah. Okay. So, as you said, they used to be called expansion packs, and that form of DLC I'm still perfectly cool with. All right, an area that adds, a DLC or an expansion pack that adds multiple areas, characters, weapons, quest lines to the game, and adds 10 to 15 hours. Like, take a look at the Fallout DLCs, like their bigger one, like what is that, Far Harbor? That is DLC done right, although the pricing on it is still horrendous. $24 for a DLC? Get the hell out. Should never be more than like $15, $19.99 max for any expansion pack. But that's all it is a glorified expansion pack. That type of DLC is perfectly fine. It adds much more to our game. Now, when they nickel and dime you, and instead of having 40 weapons in the game, they cut that down to 20 weapons, and then they sell you the other 20 weapons back under the pretense of DLC and charge you $4.99 for each of those guns. That's the shitty DLC that nobody wants to see. Make that shit all unlockable in-game. Don't try to nickel and dime and overcharge the player and wind up charging them $150 for a game like that. It also really gets bad sometimes in free-to-play games, because they will develop the game around you having to spend money on the game. So if you don't end up buying some DLC in a free-to-play game, you're going to end up having to just do like 40 hours of extra grinding. So that is also where they kind of abuse the whole DLC system. It makes it shitty. But yeah, that's what I have to say on it.
I completely agree with you. I think the free-to-play model, as shitty as it is in terms of if you're a gamer and you're playing those kind of games, I mean, you're going to hit that level wall and you're never going to get anywhere. And it's just like you have to pay for it, or you have to grind for the next 3 months, playing it every single day, waiting until you can play again. I think the free-to-play model sucks ass, but business style marketing, that's a genius profit model. You make so much money off of it. So that shit's never going away.
Not until they start making money off of it. You're right.
I mean, Hearthstone's free to play.
Hearthstone's free to play, but if you don't download the DLC, you'll never retrain
I'm saying, but they've made a hell of a lot of money.
Yeah, free to play, but you cannot compete. They made it in a way where you cannot compete in Hearthstone if you haven't plopped at least $40 into it. We all know that.
And I think Vance, I don't know if you were done there. I'm sorry.
No, you go on. I'm
but,
good.
My thing with DLC is if it's an expansion, if it's a whole new fucking area that they made, as we talked about earlier, and as Jay was talking about, Sashassin, that's okay. And if it's reasonably priced, I think the Fallout 4 DLC was a complete ripoff, and Bethesda has lost all of my respect.
Yeah, that was the highest reaching DLC ever.
I mean, Morrowind expansions were amazing. They were even Oblivion
I
expansion.
like the
amazing.
Skyrim expansions weren't bad.
The Skyrim expansions, were not. I mean, that's where they went bad with the Hearth whatever, where it was.
Oh, that sucked. I never got that. I was talking about
that started the whole Fallout 4 shit. So
Yeah.
I can't say that I'm a big fan of that. I mean, I was even left not very impressed with the DLCs that they did put out, the vampire one and the
I didn't like how the character leveled up. You pretty much had to force yourself to play as that way, but I like
anyway,
the story.
My point is the expansions I'm fine with. The Dark Souls expansions coming out, as long as it's a big enough expansion. I don't want to be able to finish it in a day, man. I really don't.
No. I hate doing that.
That's what bugs me. But the big thing for here, when they say DLC, a lot of the DLC is not a DLC. It's a microtransaction. You buy something that's already in the game. It's not a new thing. And I want to go back to Gears 4 for this, and even a little bit of Mass Effect 3, which I adore that game. Buying packs of things that you can buy with in-game currency with real game money.
Oh,
it's disgusting. It's not what I mean. When you guys bought Super Smash Bros. Melee, did you expect that you'd have to get coins to then open random packs that had a chance to unlock the characters that you needed? I mean, come on, man. What happened to the challenges? What happened to the stuff that you had to do in the game to keep you playing to unlock the stuff that you needed, because you already paid $60 for the game? And now we have $60 games coming out where you can buy packs of things to have a chance to unlock stuff that you can't unlock any other way.
Yeah.
Than using in-game currency to buy random packs.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
I almost feel like that's fucked, dude. That straight up, I think, started with Call of Duty, actually. They started adding DLC that gave you guns that you could not get. And then once Advanced Warfare came out, they had this giant, you could buy the packs with money and you get literally modified guns. So you could get, the straight up, I forget what it was called. Let's just go with the AK-47. You could get that, or you buy like a mod and get like a legendary mod for it that decreases one stat by 1 and then increases like its attack damage by like 3. It's like an OP weapon that you have to get out of a pack, and it's all over the place now. I mean, the profits are insane by these kids, so everyone's doing it. It's just, it sucks. Ass.
It was before Call of Duty, though. I can't think of the first game to introduce.
It was the first game that I witnessed. So.
It's a free-to-play style in a $60 game.
It's so dirty. Yeah. That's so dirty. Like that's just greed. That's so much greed. Like I think almost the sports games. FIFA is the hugest. Yeah. Biggest defiler of DLC pack buying. Like, you have to grow your ultimate team, and the only way to do it is to grind out these packs, so you just buy money. And people do these Twitch streams where they're literally, alright, I'm going to do an hour stream where I'm going to buy 500 of these packs, and I'm just going to open them and see if I can get this one item. And you just watch them open packs, and they garnish all these views. I don't understand it. That's boring and shit and a complete waste of money, in my opinion. Oh my god.
Well, and that's the thing. The companies would stop doing.
It's a form of gambling.
It wasn't making them money.
It's
making them money.
So much money.
A shit ton of money. I mean, Gears of War 4 came out as a $60 game. You can buy an airdrop pack for $130.
Oh, is $130? That is.
It's
insane.
more than double the cost of the game for just the random packs, and people bought it. So they're making double the money of their fucking game on just some stupid packs.
Yeah, DLC that is random, where you pay money for DLC and you don't know what you're actually gonna get back.
That's fun.
I hate that model.
So
Mass Effect 3 does that shit. Hearthstone does that shit. I hate it, man.
I was gonna say, pay $10
and because
arena.
it's a form of gambling. How is that any different than putting $1 into the slot machine, pulling that lever, and watching the slots line up, hoping you get something
because
special?
it's not like
It's
CS:GO.
no different.
Because you don't. There's no actual value to the item that you gain. There's nothing. It's just a cool skin. So
That's the biggest thing that kills me is the melee effect. I mean, you can't do that stuff. Look at Street Fighter. If you want more characters, you have to buy them.
Yeah, that's
whereas in Melee and like Mario Kart, Double Dash and all those,
unlock them through
you had to
playing.
unlock the characters by doing stuff.
Yep, that's the way it should be.
Fun, man. That's why we gamed. We gamed to unlock stuff in the game.
Because there weren't achievements back in the day. They had to give us, a little incentive for doing in-game achievements like that the developers wanted to do.
I don't care about your fucking e-penis and how big your fucking.
I agree.
Look at all my achievement score.
Oh, I agree.
I just want all the goddamn characters.
Yep.
I want
Yep.
I mean,
nowadays you gotta buy that shit. That sucks. But I mean, the gaming market's exploded, and because of this, if you give and take, but we're not. I mean, I can feel like I can speak for all of us. We don't buy into that as bad as definitely some of these kids who are just buying packs left and right. I mean, like I said with the giant streamer streams, I feel like it helps them, but anyone else, I mean, it's just sapping money. It's not a good idea. It's really not. Like,
as much as I love The Witcher 3, the first DLC was amazing. I have to say the whole story was really good. The ending was kind of, I don't want to say a letdown, but it was more generic than I thought. But the story leading up to it was fantastic. But they didn't add any new places. It was just kind of like doing stuff in the old Witcher 3 universe. The newest expansion they had did add an entirely new place. And you can tell there was a shit ton of work that they did on that game. And as long as you can tell that there was a lot of work put into it and it is a whole new story or expansion or something, man, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
And that's something that I want to reward. I mean, these are people that have jobs that do this stuff for a living. They go to work 8 hours a day. They deserve to be paid for the work they put in. But you don't put in work for writing an algorithm for fucking random packs that takes a day. Then they just reap the fucking benefits. It's not the employee that's getting paid, it's the company.
It's the company. That's just straight up business. It sucks. That's unfortunate. It's a life. I mean, they bank off of this. It's so much money, and it's just proof that money rules the world. But just throw something positive at here. Just to highlight a game that we love, all three of us, I could say. Borderlands 2 had amazing DLC. I'd have to say one of my favorite DLCs of all time was the Torg Badass Crater of Badass 2. Best DLC fucking ever. Like, that story was hysterical.
Yeah.
They added so many grind factors where you go for these legendaries and you got an extra raid boss. There was one raid boss in the entire game. When you think about all the DLC that came out, there's 6 of them, and you just grind all of them for so long. I mean, and it was fun. I mean, we all love Borderlands, and if you didn't like the game but you liked it enough, I mean, then maybe you'd fall into their grind trap. But overall, I mean, that game did it right. You add so many story elements. It's freaking hilarious. Then you get all these extra crazy guns. You can do these setups. I didn't like that they kept slowly adding up the level cap. That kind of pissed me off because I had all my characters maxed except one. And then they upped the level, and it's like, well, god damn it. But I mean, overall with the content DLC, it was fantastic. So just add a little positivity,
They did add to take right away from your positivity. They did add some kind of bullshit dollar DLCs towards the end. I mean, like the Thanksgiving specials and all of a sudden.
Oh yeah.
But their main expansions were solid, and they were always new areas, and you could tell that there was a lot of work put in. So
yeah, they had the voice actors and the story and everything. It was good. What do you?
All right, well, that's a good DLC talk.
Yeah, and it's just I think all in all we like awarding people that do good content, man. And I think all gamers like to give their money to people that put out good content, and I think that's what comes down to it. For our DLC talk.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna move on yet, as Sashassin said. We're gonna hit Fat's Dollar Store horror. Fat's Dollar Store.
It's a goddamn minute. I ain't no whore. What are you smoking over there? I don't know what you're talking about. Guys, Jace can attest to this because he's actually played it. I actually haven't, but I will be playing it for the first time after tonight, and it looks fantastic. It is a 49-cent game on Steam. It is Morphopolis. I don't know if I'm saying that up. It's basically you journey as a bug. It's a puzzle solver, like, 49-cent game, obviously. But it's beautiful. The artwork is so colorful. You got it, and you just journey as this little, like, bug, right? And then you just pretty much evolve, and you're trying to get to your breeding zone. So basically following like the biological steps of the bug, but in this fantastic, beautiful world where you're solving all these puzzles. I'm excited to start it. It looks really cool. It's gonna be great. It's just a simple little puzzle solver, and it's all that I've seen about it. Like I've just said a million times, is like artwork is fantastic. It's like it's almost like you're a little bug moving through a painting. And the painting is just so perfectly revolved. I mean, Jason, you've played it. What do you think about it? Am I gonna love this game?
You pretty much said everything that there is to say about the game. That's it. You're just a little bug moving through the world. Got a couple puzzles. They're all pretty easy. You get through it within about 3 hours, and it's beautiful from start to finish.
I'm excited to start my little journey as a bug. That is the Fat's Dollar Store game. Like I said, cheaper than $1 this time. We got 49 cents. Morphopolis. You can check me out after this. I'm gonna play it on this screen.
Half dollar store whore.
$50 store whore. I ain't that bad.
So, all right, guys. Well, we're gonna pretty much wrap it up here. There's not as many of you here as normal. I think some of this has to do with the fact that we haven't been here for a few weeks, but also we have made a switch over to a new stream, the Irrelevant Gamers Discuss Twitch. But we've had a lot of changes in the last 3 weeks. I kind of just want to address this real quick, and this is more kind of for our crew here. We are an ever-changing thing. I mean, we're all pretty new at this stuff. Colonel Fats' stream is changing all the time. I'm trying to get into streaming. Sashassin's doing his YouTube videos, and we're just good friends that come together and try to put on some kind of show and just have a talk, man. We like to talk with each other. We've had some falling outs, just kind of stuff that it happens. It's normal. But we're going to try to continue to evolve this show into something that, we can be proud of and that people want to watch. We just like I said, we like to get together. We like to talk, and we will continue doing this for a while now, and it'll continue to grow along with our streams. We're having a blast, me and Colonel Fats streaming. We talk with our viewers, and it's just been something really fun that we're able to do. So we will continue to do it through the adversity. But at least we can all show up and be together for a few hours a week as good friends.
I like it.
So.
Like it.
But we're gonna go ahead and plug this stuff.
Plug it up. Plug it up, Buttercup.
We got Colonel Fats at Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. You can find him all at Colonel Fats 69, I believe.
Don't forget the 69. It's important.
He is part of the 69 crew. You can find me, CrossJointTV, on my Twitch page. I don't have anything else because I'm lazy. But you can go ahead and find me here.
You're also on the Irrelevant Gamers
Sashassin,
podcast.
the man himself. You can find him on Twitch. He's a very rare streamer. But if you
I need to get back up on that more.
if you catch
Really
him, then it's your lucky day. But you can find him all the time on YouTube.com. Epicus Trailers. Epicus Trailers. It's Epic US Trailer.
Yeah.
If you guys like movie trailers, it's a really good place to check out all your favorite movie trailers put to a new and better, usually, song. And he kind of splices up the trailer and puts all the relevant stuff in it. So it's really cool. You guys can check that out. But I think for us, guys, that about does it.
Almost, except for the fact that if you want to reach us, you can now email us at irrelevantgamerspodcast@gmail.com. Once more, that's irrelevantgamerspodcast@gmail.com. From here on out, we will also be hosting all of our podcasts on our new YouTube site, which I'm not gonna actually say this week because like it exists, but it's bare bones, and I don't want anybody looking on it right now.
No,
but
don't look at it
as
yet.
of next week, I'll have all of our previous, as many as I could scrounge up, podcasts linked there, so anyone can access them at any point in time. So again, if you want to email us, it is irrelevantgamerspodcast@gmail.com.
Right, and if you don't want to email, you can also go to our Twitter, because that shit is up and running. Post some tweets. The Irrelevant Gamers Discuss Twitter account is also there, and we would like to add, I think the fan questions section is going to be good for future stuff, and I think the Ask IGD hashtag, we want to see you guys' questions. You guys got questions for us? Why has Steve got that hat? Why is Jason still a wolf? I don't know. You can ask us anything. What color is the sky? I'll have to guess. Who knows? Yeah, anything you want. We got the Twitter. Jason's gonna post them to the YouTube. I also will just post them to my YouTube since I have the account anyway. I mean, I have the audio video, so I'll post them there. We got it. We're gonna be places, guys. Irrelevant Gamers Discuss. That is us.
Yeah, and I think for me, for Colonel Fats 69, and for Sashassin, guys, I think we are out of here.
All right, you guys have a
Have a wonderful night.